Okay. So the whole quarantine thing. Here where we live, our mayor, right? Our local mayor has lifted the stay-at-home order, but the governor of California, right, hasn't done so.
We're still...
But people here are like, F it, let's go out, be wildin' and do our own thing. Which
everyone has the right to do.
Right,
they
but
have the right because is a lot of speculation about this whole COVID situation.
Which, okay,
I mean,
I saw someone talk about it and they brought up a good point.
Until they hit home, it's not going to affect anybody.
Right.
And that's how a lot of people are, and you can't blame people for being like that.
Right. But the point that I saw, what this person said, it doesn't matter if this is a conspiracy or not, there is still people dying. Yes or no?
Yeah, I agree.
So whether it's fake or not, there's still people going down. Yes. And that's what we need to, I feel, be more conscious of. Because yeah, just because it doesn't affect you doesn't mean it's not affecting the world, you know?
It makes sense, but it's just like...
And this is just opinions from regular schmegular people, I mean you know? I feel like, yeah, not a lot of people are taking it serious as it was within the first month. We were talking about this last night, that the first month felt like almost like the world was ending. Did it not? I mean, there was no groceries.
No traffic. It wasn't like this before.
Yeah, people were actually staying home. It was just way different. People actually took this serious because they didn't know what was going on. Which, from jump, I was kind of like, I don't know. I didn't really believe, you know? And you were like, you're not taking this serious. People are not going to be working anymore, which there's a lot of people that are, which sucks, because that's like, you know?
I think that's the most hit.
Yeah. Is that a lot of people aren't working anymore.
My question is, are the companies that, or the businesses, I should say. Okay, hold on, Pa. The businesses that are being, like forced to stop.
Like small businesses?
No, not just small businesses, but just like even larger businesses. Are they like getting, like, I'll give you an example right now, but my question is, are larger businesses, are they getting some type of funding for it? Because...
Yeah. They're doing like it's called the small business loan or something like that.
Well, no, not like that, like something, because...
No, even like bigger, like...
I'm going to give you an example, hold on.
Like BJ's, right? They would bring in a lot of revenue from people going in. They're giving those types of companies loans because obviously it's not everybody just wants takeout, you know what I mean? And that was the whole thing at the beginning, is that everybody was trying to do everything themselves. We were too. We didn't go out for a whole month. Like, we didn't eat out. Everything that we wanted, like, I would make, you know what I mean? And that's what a lot of people were doing. They're like, oh, I'm gonna make my own pizza, or I'm gonna,
yeah, but my thing is,
finesse this pasta or whatever.
My thing is, like, the company I worked for was
an oil company.
Oil company. Okay, they laid me off not because of COVID, but because of
other reasons.
Because oil, because oil went down. But the excuse they made was COVID. So my question is the reason that these companies are putting that out there is because they're able to get some type of funding from the state or something, or are they not getting penalized for the unemployment? I'm not sure how it works.
I don't think so.
I think that's my only question, because if it didn't matter, why not put the truth on there? Why put COVID-19?
Because that's what everyone else is getting laid off for. That's what everybody else is getting laid off for.
But it shouldn't matter what everyone else is doing if my job doesn't pertain to that.
Yeah, well, I mean, it kind of does, because you guys are a 4-man crew, right?
No,
you guys have
we're a 3-man crew with the tool pusher, so technically 4 hands, but the pusher doesn't come out of his truck.
Right, but I mean, you guys are still all around each other.
Yeah, but we didn't, like, how do I say? Like, there's only a couple of companies that actually took precaution, and it's like the bigger named, leases, like bigger leases, the bigger, like,
Is that the
leases.
highway?
Probably.
No.
Like, it was more of the bigger leases that took more of a precaution to make sure that these, these guidelines were met. You know, the other places, you know, they sent out a memo saying we were still considered essential and that nothing was to change.
Right. Which, I mean,
Only
you are essential. It's just that with the whole oil going down,
yeah, but
it's just kind of like, but that's what happens with oil.
Yeah, but the company didn't take precaution in itself. Like I said, certain bigger leases that, because we're technically a third party in our own, so the bigger leases that contract us, you know, if they wanted to pretty much not, like, kind of like pay for the extra stuff, then we would do it.
But does he want me to move? Like,
one of the companies that one of your brothers was working for under the lease, you know, they made each guy drive. They would have 2 tool trucks for 1 crew, so it would be technically a 5-man crew with the pusher, and they would make 2 guys drive out with each other, then another 2 guys drive out with each other. You know what I mean? And then they had to be 6 foot apart. And they took a lot of precaution, but other leases didn't do that. They were like, everything still run as normal, and it sucked because it's like, well, the way they looked at it was, well, you know what, man? If you get sick during this time, you guys are gonna stay home. You know what I mean? It's like, well, are we gonna get paid to stay home? And then another thing would be,
of course not. Like my brother, remember?
Yeah, but it'd be like, I got sick under your dime. Like, how does that even make sense? It's to me, it seems more of a lawsuit waiting to happen than anything.
What, the whole
situation at hand?
How though?
How
like, how are you gonna sue someone
for getting COVID?
For getting sick?
For getting COVID because they didn't take the necessary precaution to keep you guys safe. I mean, they still let you, certain leases let you ride around in 1 truck where 3-4 guys would be in the truck, and it's like you're within 2 feet of each other, 1 foot of each other. So, I mean, you know what I mean? And I'm not bashing on the industry. I'm just saying, like, to me personally, it just seems asinine because it's like these guys, it's like you're begging them to get sick. And the thing I don't like is, like, these companies want a nickel and dime when you're making thousands and millions of dollars on these leases and companies just so, you know what I mean? Like, pretty much what they want, it seems like, you know, screw the middleman, because everybody in the office is taking precaution and, you know, stay home this and, you know, don't come in unless it's necessary or work from home. But, you know, the guys who are working their backbone for you and taking all this extra, you know, the steps so that they can make ends meet and they can get paid, you know, you're not even giving them a raise for putting their neck out there like that. And I mean, I think you should. I think these guys should be compensated for working during the pandemic, you know, considered essential or not. And we were considered essential. And my thing is, you know, they could have done a better job of helping these guys and compensating these guys a little bit more, and they chose not to. And I think, in that sense, I think it was wrong. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think these companies are kind of shady in that sense.
Yeah. Comment down below how you guys feel about this whole situation going on. How is it affecting you and your guys' family? I know a lot of people are going through it. I mean, obviously we're all going through it, you know, which is crazy because it's like, this is the first time we've gone through a pandemic.